draws me here is the direct democracy process, that everyone here has a voice in the decisions that get made, and I feel that the only way to really change a system is to allow everyone the opportunity to speak their mind.
Well, my name is Philip. I am supporting the Occupy, worldwide Occupy movement because I think that the time is here for us to stand up and act before things get much worse. If we don't stand together and take some sort of action, the corporate greed and the dirty politics is going to run what's left of this nation into the dirt. Because after working for 30 years and getting sick, I lost my home and my savings. I haven't given up, but it's been a struggle. And the government, unfortunately, is not paying attention to the homeless and the poor. The only people that are getting any attention are the wealthy. And the only people that are leading a decent life anymore are the wealthy. And that's not what this country is about. This country is about everybody having equal rights and equal protection. It's not as if we're looking for handouts. We're just looking for a chance to survive with some sort of dignity. And corporations have sold us out, and they're all moving the jobs overseas so that we think that we should lower our wages here so that we can be a third world nation and they can make more profits. They're exploiting people all across the world just to sacrifice us. And it's just not fair.
Yeah. Well, I'm here because I believe that a better society and a better world will not be achieved until all forms of authority and all forms of oppression are dismantled. And the way things are today in our society, it's all about authority and it's not about the individual. So I believe in a world where everyone is free. That's it. That's all. That's why I'm here, because I'm working towards that.
I was very excited by this movement because it had a really different energy to it. Instead of, I've been involved in political movements before where we go and do a march or a protest and we go home at the end of the day, and you sort of wonder whether that it's ever effective. And this one, you know, because we're staying every day and every night, there has a different energy to it, and there's a different feel because it's a variety of people who have different political viewpoints, different ethnicities, different religions, and you know, that's really what the 99% is all about. It's we in the United States have much more in common than we've been led to believe by political parties and TV sometimes, and I really like this movement in that regard. What I hope that we will do is bring attention to the influence that corporations have on our political process and the political corruption in government that facilitates that. I think many of us feel that government doesn't represent the will of the actual people, and that really there's so many loopholes that corporations use to benefit themselves and not really for the benefit of the American people. So that's what I'm hoping that will come out of this. At least raise the awareness, at least have some change on Wall Street, in Washington, and have a more representative government.
Okay, hi, I'm Sherry. I have been working here since day one, and I am in IT. It's a place that I found that I can be of most use. I came down here because I've been worried for several years, and it's really gotten to me recently that things are just going to pot in this country. I'm concerned about the way big business is running this country. I'm concerned that our politicians are being bought. I'm concerned that the voice of the people isn't being heard. Some of the things that the politicians are doing and saying is totally contrary to the wills of most of the country. Most of the people in this country are saying one thing and the government's doing something else. I think that's the major reason that I'm upset, but I'm beginning to realize that if this continues, we're going to be reduced to peonage. And there's going to be the rulers and the peons. And I don't want that to happen to my country.
My name's Jack Schaefer. I'm personally down here because a long time ago I felt that your dollar had more power than your yearly vote. The simple fact of lobbyists that we have to come to terms with in our world creates a system, which is a tragedy in itself, but creates a system that I cannot no longer interact with my society. I cannot go out, no longer buy something in a store without those profits and those dollars eventually getting into the hands of the lobbyists and eventually usurping my voice in Washington. That's why I'm here, because I feel that's just a tragedy of our system. I can't interact without my voice getting usurped. I also don't believe that corporations should be people, and I also don't believe that unlimited funds can go to politicians in the form of free speech for those same corporations. Those are the biggest reasons I'm here. Other than that, it's that there are so many problems out there, and they're all being blocked by the 1% who are making profits hand over fist on those problems. So we want to see them getting held accountable, and it's not about anti-capitalism, it's about restoring our democratic voice for those who absolutely need it.
I like to think of this as a revolution of evolution, something always changing. When people ask, what are you looking for? What's the final goal? This is a process that's ever changing. There is no final goal. It should always be what's next, what's better. Avoiding complacency, completely avoiding complacency. It's just a wonderful opportunity to bring people together. I've experienced things that I haven't felt in a very, very long time, and I'm grateful for this movement. I'm grateful for these people, and I hope that everyone might see that it's a community, like was said before. It's a rebuilding community. We've gone away from that.